And just like that, we back and shit. You know what I mean? I told y'all I was gonna be back, and here I am. Voila. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see this face again and again and again. Y'all seen it two other times earlier today, and this the third time y'all seeing it. So, you know, three times the charm. And I am a charming individual, so it all makes sense to go together, you feel me? And we're gonna start this thing off right, you know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, follow me on IG, follow me on YouTube. I'm everywhere, y'all never there. So let's meet up and get this thing cracking, you feel me? This is Word of Mouth TV, and it's like cable TV. So get your motherfucking subscription, hit the notification button, subscribe to the channel, do all of the above, and get with a winning team, like I'm saying, dog. So anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna get to the damn video because you know these hecklers out here be heckling me saying that I be saying a bunch of nothing and just get to the point. So I'm about to getting to the point. So I want to give a shout out to Kendrick Lamar, right? And the reason I'm giving a shout out to Kendrick Lamar because tonight the Grammys was on, and you know, just like most people, including myself, ain't nobody trying to watch no boring ass Grammys and no boring ass categories with no boring ass people with nobody, a bunch of artists and people, musicians nobody even heard of, but somehow, some way they be winning Grammys, right? So anyway, to make a motherfucking short story long and a long story short, right? Kendrick Lamar ass cleaned up tonight. You feel me? He won in several different categories and shit. And I'm proud of him, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure everybody that's Kendrick fans is proud of him. California is definitely proud of him, especially Southern California, especially Compton. Oh, pardon me, Bompton. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the side he's from. He's not a gang member, but he's from that Bompton side on that red side, right? And to me, you know what I mean? That's a big thing. That's a huge accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? So we all should applaud Kendrick Lamar for being on this legendary run because that's exactly what he's on. You know what I mean? How many people have we seen being on this legendary run like the run Kendrick's on? I don't think we've ever seen that, especially from a nigga coming from Compton. And I'm including, I don't think Dr. Dre's went on that kind of run. I don't think, let's just name the artists out of LA, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, none of them guys, The Game, YG, they haven't went on no motherfucking huge mainstream run like this nigga is. This is going on like 2 years. So all credit and all salute to Kendrick Lamar, man, for putting it down and bringing the Grammys back to the West Coast. You feel me? We should, like I said, we should all applaud Kendrick for that. And at the same time, let me add this in there. They said he just now tied Jay-Z with the amount of Grammys that he has won now up until this point of his career. So basically, I say that to say that Kendrick, he did it in way less half the time, maybe even like a third of the time it took Jay-Z to do it. And Kendrick did it all just talent, songs, and the people appreciating his art form and actually voting. Not to shit on Jay-Z, but I think a lot of his stuff had to do with him marrying Beyonce, payola, knowing the right people, because the shit that Jay-Z was running the Grammys for, it was like, and the people that he was winning over, it was like, what? This can't be real. Like, who hands did he shake and whose motherfucking palms did he grease? Because why the hell does he have so many Grammys and certain great artists, they have no Grammys. But Jay-Z, he has like, if I'm not mistaken, he's in the double digits in the amount of Grammys that he has, right? So yeah, shout out to Kendrick, man, for doing his thing. And also to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the biggest Kendrick fan, but honestly, to me, get his first album, which was, if you don't know what his first album was, fuck with me. I'm like a hip hop historian. I does this rap shit. You feel me? Especially for my era and a little bit before my era. You know what I'm saying? You can quiz me. I'm an ace to test every motherfucking time. So to me, his first album, which is Good Kid, Mad City, that's his best album to me. Shit, he should have won a bunch of Grammys for that album and shit, because that motherfucker a classic all the way through. It's shitting on all the other albums he releases. And that's just my personal preference, in my opinion, as far as Kendrick's catalog is concerned. You feel me? Also, I want to add into there that, you know what I'm saying, it's just a good look. I mean, it's kind of like Kendrick single-handedly is keeping hip-hop alive. What the fuck is all the other rappers doing, man? We know what Kendrick is doing. What the fuck are y'all doing, man? Y'all need to take a page out of Kendrick's blueprint, apply it, execute it, so y'all can have some success and stop hating on that man. Because I know y'all hating. Y'all feel like y'all better than him. Y'all feel like his music don't hit like that. They be saying Kendrick's songs don't get played in the club. He don't do this. He don't do that. But the numbers lie. Women lie. No. Pardon me. I said that wrong. Women lie. Niggas lie. Men lie. Whatever. The numbers don't. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes the numbers they can be, you know what I'm saying, they can be tricked and they can be manipulated. But I think Kendrick's his audience is genuine, it's organic. I don't think he's doing none of that. He's just reaping the benefits off his hard work, right? And then I also want to add in there before I forget. Oh, my bad. If you're wondering what I'm over here playing with, my rabbit shedding, so I'm kind of like getting all the loose hair out of it. Say hi. Say hi, dude. This is my motherfucking pain. This is my pain right here. This is my little headache. This nigga's a menace. He's a rabbit, but he conducts himself like a pit bull. Hi. Hey, look at him. Okay. But anyway, like I was saying, so with Kendrick, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to Kendrick and kudos to Kendrick or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He's doing some amazing stuff right now. And I want to include also that one of the songs that he won a Grammy for was the song that was featured with Lefty Gunplay, you know what I'm saying? So basically, Lefty Gunplay can now officially say he's a Grammy Award winner, you know what I'm saying? Because his vocals and his motherfucking part of the song is on that song that won a Grammy, you feel me? And which makes me bring me to my next point. So, you know, let's just tell it how it is. I'm not finna sugarcoat a motherfucking thing. And this is directed to mainly the Hispanic community in Southern California, because up north where I'm from in the Central Valley, we don't really have these problems with the Mexicans like I'm about to explain. We kind of like, we ain't buddy, we ain't best of friends with the Northerners up here, but it ain't no racist shit going on like it is down in LA, right? So I say this to say that, right? So with Kendrick Lamar winning a Grammy and having Lefty Gunplay on his song, which now makes Lefty Gunplay a Grammy Award winner. So that technically means the blacks helped the Latinos become a Grammy Award winner. You know what I'm saying? So did the Mexican have to ride the blacks' coattail in order to get the big look that he just got? You feel me? And with all the hate going on between the brothers and Hispanics down there in the LA area and shit, you feel me? So are y'all guys gonna still have the same racist outlook when it comes to the blacks? Are y'all gonna start working with the blacks instead of working against the blacks? Are you gonna start collaborating and doing more shit? Because we just seen what came out of the collaboration with Kendrick and motherfucking Lefty Gunplay. You don't see no Mexicans putting no blacks on, putting them on, giving them good looks on the mainstream looks and calling them for features or doing anything with them. But you see Kendrick open his door and allow people to be a part of his project that was very successful. And all them artists that was on this project got a big, huge look on a mainstream level. It was up to them to take it and do what needed to be done. A lot of them ain't doing nothing. They're duds. But Lefty Gunplay's song is a Grammy Award winning song and shit. So I just say that to say, like, you know what I'm saying, maybe this will start easing the tension in LA and making people realize, you know, working together is better than working against each other and shit, because you see the results that came from Kendrick and Lefty Gunplay and shit. And I just feel like the Mexicans should probably, you know, take heed to that, you know what I'm saying? We're better together, you feel me? And that's just my perspective on that. I'm not from LA and shit, but, you know, I have eyes and I can see and I have ears and I can hear, you feel me? So shout out to Kendrick Lamar and shit for doing some black and brown shit and bringing this unity together and shit, and letting everybody win. He actually shared the stage with Lefty Gunplay and allowed him to give his thank you speech or whatever. He thanked Kendrick Lamar for allowing a Latino kid to get the opportunity to do some big stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to Lefty Gunplay, man. I don't know what his background is, and I don't listen to his music because personally I think his music is should have never been released. He's awful, but I can't hate the nigga's a Grammy Award winning artist. You feel me? And matter of fact, I can't hate because I'm a little salty because this nigga just won a Grammy off saying crazy, stupid, scary, hilarious. And nigga, if that's all it takes to win a motherfucking Grammy, put me in the studio right now. I can do a bunch of those. You know what I'm saying? I want my name to say, when they go to talk shit about me, Grammy Award winning Golden Boy J. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's all it takes, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, that lets you know where we are with the rap game right now. Where a motherfucking meth head can get on there and say crazy, stupid, scary, hilarious. And now he at the Grammys. So now, you know, only if I'm looking at Lefty Gunplay like, damn, you know what I mean? Anything's possible. Because if you can go from a motherfucking ice meth head to being on the stage with one of the biggest hip hop artists in the world, that is a motherfucking win, and that's inspiration. You know what I'm saying? I'm not shitting on Lefty Gunplay because the last time I checked, he's taking his sobriety serious. He off that stuff. He looking healthy. Look like he put on some weight. So shout out to that brother, man, because it's a very, very difficult task to shake the motherfucking drug habit. So more power to Lefty Gunplay. And that just lets you know, man, you know, I guess right place, right time. Be yourself, because this nigga didn't win a Grammy, man, for pretty much saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Imagine all the hip hop artists that's been doing this since the day of hip hop started up until now. Released numerous albums, got classic verses, got classic albums, did a bunch of good shit in hip hop. Them niggas ain't won shit. And then you got this motherfucking nigga Lefty Gunplay. He comes through there and he at the Grammys off saying crazy, stupid, scary, hilarious. Which is hilarious. And I'm going to end it there, man. Shout out to all the winners at the Grammys, especially Kendrick Lamar and also Lefty Gunplay. You know what I'm saying? A black and brown pride makes more sense together than apart. Hopefully the Southern Mexicans in LA take heed to that and stop hating, because yeah, our brother did that for the Mexican community, because last time I checked, ain't no Mexican rappers winning no motherfucking Grammys or pretty much even getting acknowledged for their rap music. So shout out to Kendrick Lamar, man, for not being biased and allowing Lefty Gunplay the opportunity to become a winner tonight. I'm out. Y'all might see me again later on tonight with another video. Y'all might not. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. And me and my co-host, Bunny Guy, we out. Gone.